Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. Today is somewhat of a celebration for me. I've been doing the weight loss journey now for 1 year. I started November of last year at 230 pounds. I'm now down to 179. Woo woo! I've lost 51 pounds, and this video is all about the journey. I've been doing this for a year now. I've learned lots of things along the way, and I just wanted to share a few things with you. Kind of recap my journey for the last 12 months. So here we go. Thanks for joining today. So November of last year, I started the weight loss journey with the idea that I had to lose weight. I was at 230 pounds. So what I did was I decided to cut back on all the carbs. So I spent, a few months just getting rid of the carbs and eliminating things from my diet. And in a matter of 2 months, I started feeling so good and I started losing so much weight that I couldn't help myself. I had to start sharing this with everybody. I mean, I felt so good, and I felt like I needed to tell everybody in the world what I was doing. So I started my own YouTube channel. I never thought I would do that. But during that first couple of months, I decided that I really do need to get the word out about this and share my story, just like a lot of other carnivores do. When they start on this journey, they start getting excited about what's happening to their body and how good they feel. And all of a sudden, you've got all this energy and your brain is bright and things are going great. So you got to just tell everybody you can about it and hope somebody else will join the journey and do the same thing that you've done. So that's kind of what I did back in November. Probably December, January, I started the Carnivore channel. Carnivore Journey 0609 is the title. And I've got a few videos out there. I just kind of want to summarize what I've done in the last year. And so some of my videos, I talk about the carnivore basics. I talk about, the things that I eliminated out of my diet, what I ate, what I didn't eat, and mainly kind of stepping through. My videos kind of step you through the process that I went through. It's really a process of elimination, where you start with the SAD diet, SAD, standard American diet, which is terrible. And then you go from the standard American diet to the keto diet through the process of elimination. And then as you eliminate more and more from your diet, you start getting into the carnivore and you start eliminating vegetables and fruits and nuts and all that. You get into the carb or the carnivore, and then where I am now, for the past month, I've been strictly lion diet, just beef, mainly beef, salt and water. And I have figured out a process now where I'm starting to lose weight again. I was on a plateau, and every time I changed from, say, for instance, from keto to carnivore, it was because I had a lengthy weight stall. So if I was going like a month or 2 months without losing any weight and I was getting frustrated with it and I wanted to kickstart it again, I would start eliminating something. And every time I did that, I ended up in a different paradigm, a different way of eating. And then this past month or so ago, I actually eliminated the eggs and a lot of the eggs and bacon. I was eating too much still, and I had stalled for a couple of months. So I cut all that out and just started eating beef and salt and water, and my weight started back down again. So I'm down to 179 now. So that's 51 pounds. So the videos that I've got some videos about the carnivore basics. I've got some videos about the challenges, challenges like weight stalls, breaking old habits. When I first started, my habits were terrible. I had this relationship with food to where I felt like I had to be eating something every couple of hours, and I was eating 3 meals a day and snacking and constantly eating food. And so I had to retrain my thought process and relearn how to just feed my body what it needed, and had to start listening to what my body was telling me. And it was I'm 61, and this was the most successful year of my life as far as my health and my weight is concerned. But I took it in steps and I documented it on my videos. So I'd encourage you to take a look at those. I talk about the old habits. I talk about changing bathroom habits, the too much fat, not enough fat, how that affects your bathroom habits, your bowel habits, the cravings, how I got through the sugar cravings. It's a real addiction. Sugar addiction is a serious addiction that affects your brain. And to break those habits is a challenge. And I had some information on my videos about the transition time it takes to go from the sad American diet to keto and low carb, and what happens to your body in a couple of weeks or a month or so of transition time, and how to kind of get through that. I did some videos about the basic elimination process that I went from sad to keto to carnivore to lion now. All the different things that I eliminated, things that I was eating on a regular basis for an extended period of time, let's say 3 or 4 months. I would eat certain things and I was losing weight, and then I would stall, and then I would reevaluate what I was eating, change that, eat that for a while, for a couple of months, and then the weight would start back down, and then I would stall again. So it's a series of weight loss, stalls, adjustments, weight loss, stalls, and adjustments. It's a cycle, and you have to figure out in each step of that process what you need to eliminate. It is an elimination process. You eliminate junk food, you eliminate sugar, flour, processed seed oils, you eliminate fruits, you eliminate vegetables, you eliminate nuts and seeds, you eliminate protein drinks, you eliminate eventually vegetables, starchy vegetables like potatoes and sweet potatoes and French fries. You especially eliminate junk food. Slowly but surely, you work your way down through all the crap that you're eating, and you get rid of it, and you just get used to not having it anymore. And you adjust to the amount of food. It used to be a huge amount of food. It's now just a little bit of nutritious food that keeps me satisfied all day. And I don't need all that other stuff. And so I've got videos about, also, as I went through this journey for the last 1 year, the medical benefits. As I started losing the weight and I started that elimination process, I got off of all kinds of medications. I think it was a total of 9, maybe 10 or so medications that I've completely eliminated. And all of the aches and pains and the big belly and the reflux and high blood pressure and all that started disappearing. The more I ate keto, carnivore, lion, the more of those things that I was suffering through got better and disappeared. So I've got some videos about that. I've got all the different I've got one video that shows all the different medications that I completely eliminated. It's a whole big bowl of medications. Another big part of what I've tried to do over the last year, I'm just kind of recapping what I've done over the last year on my YouTube channel, is I'm trying to get people to read books and educate themselves about the proper nutrition, proper human diet. There's so much misinformation out there. I've actually reviewed about 10 or 12 books on my videos that are very, very powerful books to read if you want to educate yourself about proper human nutrition. And it was, if you go back and look at those, there's 10 or 12 books. My brain energy was so high, my mental clarity was so high that I could read a book a week and I started reading. I've got a degree in chemistry and biology and an MBA, so I enjoyed the research aspects of learning the proper human diet and what nutrition's all about. And so anyway, I've got all those books in there that I've reviewed that I recommend that you read if you want to be educated about what's good and what's bad. There's so much misinformation out there that's all driven by food and pharma. It's all driven by money. It's all misinformation. It's all hogwash. And I've got some books about all the misinformation and where all the funding is coming from. Big food and big pharma are supporting the funding for the food pyramid, even for the ones coming up in 2025 for the new guidelines. All those people are bought and paid for. So I've got a video about that. That one is interesting. I've got a few videos about my lab results. After about, I think it was about 8 months after I started this journey, I had my lab blood work done. I had stellar blood results, and I had some interesting comments from my doctor. That's a good video. Watch that one. That one's a real good example of some of the things that Dr. Berry teaches in his book, Lies My Doctors Told Me. Some of the myths and the lies that we've been told for the last 100 years that are completely false, completely debunked about cholesterol, salt, red meat, saturated fat. So I've got a good review of his book, and I've got a good review of my blood work and what those blood results actually mean to my health personally and how they've improved since I've been on the carnivore diet. I've got a couple of funny videos. One of them, the best video I've got on the channel is candy. Boy, oh boy, look at all the candy. It's basically me walking through Walmart and showing from a carnivore perspective now, when I go into the grocery store, everything is hazardous to your health. And this video kind of captures those thoughts as I walk through Walmart and capture that. All the different carbohydrates and sweets and candies, and it just happened to be Halloween, all Halloween candy, and how they've got the checkout now to where you have to go down this alleyway of candy stacked up on both sides before you can get to the cash register. I mean, it's crazy. It's a hazardous situation going to buy groceries now, and you have to walk through all of that stuff just to get to the meat counter. Now my grocery shopping is real easy. I go to the meat counter, I get meat, eggs, that's about it. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and walk out. But you still have to navigate through all the carbohydrates and all the candy and all of the seasonal items out in the middle of the aisle stacked up above your head. The football displays with the chips and dips and salsas and all the snack foods that I used to eat. The flaming hot Doritos that I used to eat when I was watching football games this time of the year. I'm a huge SEC fan, so love the Southeastern Conference football. But anyway, that was a good excuse to eat a lot of dips and chips and junk food. Beer, I drink beer and or Cokes and all that different sports drinks, and it was bad. Anyway, there's a couple of videos out there about that, and so that's all I have. I just wanted to kind of recap. It's been a great year for me. I've captured that year on the videos on my channel. I would appreciate it if you like and subscribe and leave comments. Give me ideas of other things that you'd like to ask me about or explain. You want me to explain how I got through certain situations that I've come across as I've gone through this journey. So like and subscribe and share those videos. Another little piece of good news is that that my sister and brother-in-law started down the journey this week. So I'm real happy about that. My sister-in-law, she's thinking about it. And so, putting these videos out there, hopefully, and my sister's friend, so hopefully the people that are that are around me are seeing the results. You can look at the picture on this video of my before and after shot. I was a big old teddy bear with a big belly. Now I'm only like 10 to 15 pounds from my target weight, which is basically my high school weight. And not much more to go, but I figured out how to get it moving again by going to the Lion Diet recently, and that's really started moving things again. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you a 1 year update. I'm on day 151 on Carnivore. I've been on the whole journey for about 1 year now, for a little over 1 year now, and I've lost 51 pounds. So life is good in the carnivore world, and I hope you can take a look at some of those videos that I've put together for this last year working down through this journey. And I hope they can help you get through the same journey and lose the same amount of weight and feel as good as I do. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.